Welcome back to our YouTube channel, everyone. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up as well. Today we are going to talk on our financial education series about Dividend Aristocrats. Who and what are they?
Who and what are they? They deserve a spot in your dividend investing portfolio. Further, we have a link in our description to our blog article that we wrote probably like 20 years ago when you were 8.
How old do you think I am, Lanny?
Doesn't look a day over 10.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But here are a few things to know about the Dividend Aristocrats. They have consistently increased their dividend for over 25 plus years. 25 plus years, Bert. I mean, that's probably greater than the age of most of everybody that's watching this video right now.
I am still older than that, though. So.
Touche. Yeah, if you remember, Bert's 30. No, but 25 plus years of dividend increases. They have to be a member of the S&P 500, which are the top 500 companies in the world, as well as have to have a market capitalization of over $3 billion.
Yeah, and some of the names on the list of Dividend Aristocrats include all 5 of the companies on our top 5 foundation stocks, and namely you'll have names such as Pepsi, Coke, Procter & Gamble, AT&T, you have ExxonMobil, Chevron,
Walmart.
Walmart, Target,
3M.
3M, one of my favorite companies out there. So a lot of big, heavy-hitting names of brands that you recognize and you will see.
And there was a new name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who was it? I believe IBM, who just announced their 25th consecutive dividend increase back in April.
Yeah, it was their 25th year, but they barely got there.
Yeah, it was a very small increase, but an increase nonetheless. So they are now a part of the Dividend Aristocrat family.
And that also is the beauty of the list, is you don't have to increase it by 10% every year. Even if you increase it by 0.25%, like Emerson does, very small, below 1%, like IBM has had done, that still counts as a year of increasing your dividend.
Yep, and that's the key. It's the consistently increasing your dividend income. That's what we're always looking for, and that's why this is such a coveted and special list in the dividend investing community.
Yeah, so when you think of the Dividend Aristocrats, the experience and long history of each company, because they've had to have increased their dividend for 25 plus years. So you have to think they've gone through some pretty troubling times, as well as weathered quite a few storms, obviously including the pandemic that had occurred back during the first quarter and that we're still obviously marching through. I'll be curious though, which names after this year of 2020 is over, which names drop from the list because they couldn't increase that dividend to get one more year in.
Yeah, each recession and each storm is unique in how it impacts companies, so there will always be 1 or 2 casualties from the list. And if you're interested in owning Dividend Aristocrats, you can either buy them individually or you can own Dividend Aristocrat ETFs. They've now created, with the explosion of ETFs and different low-cost mutual funds, different vehicles so you can buy those companies in bulk. So we're going to put some of the big Dividend Aristocrat ETFs in the description box below.
Yeah, and I know Bert had mentioned you can buy them individually, so no better time to use our Dividend Diplomat stock screener, which we actually showcased in our video. So feel free to check that video as well and really watch us use the stock screener in action. And now, given that most brokerages reduce their trading fees to a big flat 0, this has allowed any investor, new, old, to actually invest into these Dividend Aristocrats in a fairly efficient manner. I mean, with just a few $100s, you could buy a handful of these Dividend Aristocrats companies and really begin creating that fundamentally sound dividend growth portfolio.
Yeah, that's a great point, Lanny. So now I think we are going to show you the list of the Dividend Aristocrats and take you through so you can see the listing for yourself.
Let's dive in. All right, you have Lanny and Bert back here from the Dividend Diplomats, and we are here now to show you how to get to the listing of the Dividend Aristocrat stock companies. So here we are. We just do a generic buy upside Dividend Aristocrats Google search. Now you can also go to the buyupside.com website to get a little bit more information, but we found this is a little bit easier and quicker just to get to the listing in general. And here we are. The first search result that came up was the Dividend Aristocrat listing. And you can see here that there are 66 Dividend Aristocrats listed. And what's nice about this page specifically is if you click the sort here on the far right column on the dividend yield, it'll actually sort out from the highest yielding Dividend Aristocrat to the lowest yielding Dividend Aristocrat. Now that's not to say that you should buy the highest or the lowest yielding Dividend Aristocrat, but it at least gives you a barometer of what spectrum everybody is on.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Lanny. And I think one thing that I like to point out here is, as you can see in the Dividend Aristocrats listing, Dividend Aristocrats come in all shapes and sizes. You have your high-yielding, low-dividend growth rate stocks like AT&T and People's United. And if we scroll down, you see the yields decreasing. Some will even come down to below 1% as we make our way towards the bottom of the list. And these represent your low-dividend yield, high-dividend growth rate stocks. So if you're looking for a certain yield or growth rate percentage in your portfolio, you'll be able to find any Dividend Aristocrat to fit your needs.
And again, we'd also like to mention, this would also be a great opportunity to use our Dividend Diplomat Stock Screener. We put a video out on how to use that, and that'll help you in your research analysis to find an undervalued Dividend Aristocrat company. So again, we just wanted to showcase how you can actually see the list, and you can actually find out who is on the list, and that these 66 companies really are diverse and cover all sorts of industries. Feel free to leave us any questions or comments below, and we'll be as quick as we can to address them.
And don't forget to subscribe to our page too, and give us a thumbs up if you like the content of this video.
We appreciate it. This is Laney and Bert from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.